Bread Tuck Rock, Bread Tuck Gang forever. Man, chapter 3 of Suze Orman'S action plan is entitled Retirement, man. There's some heat in there, man. I'm not going to lie to you. So check this out. We're all, a lot of us are working, we're all going to get old. And what we want to do is work and take care of our money to a point where when it's time to stop working, you're good. Because nowadays you see a lot of dudes that are old and they're constantly working and hanging on because they didn't manage their funds right, or they had to take a second mortgage out to do this and do that. They wasn't managing their money. Suze Orman says you have to be strategic, man. Check this out. You want to get to know your retirement. Get familiar with retirement. See where your money's going. Now she's saying if you have less than 10 years before you retire, okay, you might want to take it easy with your retirement. Put your retirement in some non-aggressive mutual funds, some stocks. I mean, not stocks, but bonds. Let them kind of do what it do. But if you got room to play, if you got time before your retirement, man, jump in the stock market, man. That's what she says. So check this out, man. She broke that stock market down too, and tomorrow, if I have time, I'm gonna give you that stock market. I'm gonna go on my chalkboard and I'm gonna break it down for you. But that stock market, man, she says that's the way to go. But with this retirement, folk get all old and they still got to continue working because it's not enough money in their retirement. She said when they was younger, they was probably pulling money out of their 401k to pay bills and stuff. And she says, don't do that. If you have a company that's going to match your 401k or say for every dollar that you contribute into your 401k, your company that you work for or wherever puts 50 cents to every dollar, and you're going through some hard times before you retire. She say, don't touch that money, Doc. Leave that money where it's at, man. You can't take the risk of losing out on that 50 cent to every dollar. But this stock market though, man, I'm not going to lie to you, man. Suze Orman says, check this out. She says, say you get fired from your job, you get laid off or whatever, your 401k is just sitting there. She say, man, the best thing you could do is take that 401. Now you can take that 401k, you can leave it there, or you could take that 401k and get you a Roth IRA. I don't know if y'all remember, I put out a video on a Roth IRA before and told you how beneficial it was. Go back and check me out, man, if you don't believe me. Man, Suze Orman was going off in this book, man. And she says that 401k, man, do not touch your money in that 401k. I know a lot of cats, they leave these jobs, they take that money and they spend that money. She said you playing with your retirement, Doc. Don't use that money to get out of credit card debt. Don't use that money to just go spend and buy all kind of foolishness. Let that money sit. That's your retirement. Like she said, man, that's the difference between the decisions we make today affect how we'll be tomorrow, man. That's why you see cats all old and stuff still working, man. They holding on to the jobs from the younger cats cause they didn't manage their money well, man. Now you got this. Now they gotta work a little longer to try to build that 401k up, man. And that's not mentally. That's not good for you, man. You old as hell. You supposed to retire. Go lay that thing down, man. Go jump on a beach or something, man. But Suze Orman says that stock market, that is the way to go. I'm going to try to explain this to you before I get out of here, okay? For those of us that's not in the stock market. Oh, and if you have a Roth IRA, this is what I learned because I have a Roth IRA. If you have a Roth IRA, you have the option to move some of your funds in a mutual fund, let it sit in a Roth IRA, or jump in the stock market. I did not know that, but this is how she explains that stock market. Doc, pay attention to me. I'm going to try to explain it, then I'm going to try to walk it through on my chalkboard tomorrow. But check this out, man, that 401k. Oh, and this is part 1 because I'm not finished. Stock market. Say you have $200 a month to invest in the stock market. And I'm going to just give an example. Say Coca-Cola has Coke shares for $20 each, right? And you have $200. You buy 10 shares. 20 times 10, that's $200, right? Okay. The next month, your stock, the price of the shares goes down. that means you've lost $100. The price of the stock goes down on the Coke shares. We just bought Coke shares, and now it's at $10 a share. So it's not at $20 a share like it was when you bought it. So you lost $100. Don't get discouraged. Suze Orman says, take advantage of that and buy more. Whereas the first month you were able to only buy 10 shares at $20 because you're still running on that $200 budget. When it goes down, now buy 20 shares, right? So say January you bought the shares at $20, and in February you bought the shares of $10. Okay, now total you have 30 shares, right? Let's just say next month those shares go up to $100 a share. You have 30 shares of Coke at $100 each. That's $3,000. Okay, you now have $3,000 worth of shares, and you only spent, let's see, $400. So do you see how this stock market works? I'm gonna break it down for you on the chalkboard tomorrow if I can. But she says with the stock market, stay consistent. Always put money into that stock market. Don't put money in that stock market and then when the shares go down, be like, oh, I don't want to invest anymore, man. I'm not doing this anymore. No, she says stay consistent with that thing, because over time, the stock market will work out. The stock market is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're going to lose, but you're going to win more than you lose, though. But that's what it is, man. Action Plan by Suze Orman, man. Chapter 3, retirement. I'm still in it. I'm going to give you more tomorrow, man. God willing. God bless. Y'all mucho, take it easy. H-Town all day, man. God bless, man.